Hi everybody, I'm Dawn from the Boonshoft Museum of Discovery in Dayton, Ohio. Today I'm going to be talking to you about DNA. What's DNA? Well, it's short for a chemical called deoxyribonucleic acid. It makes sense why we just say DNA. That's a mouthful. Now, where is DNA found? It's found in our cells. Cells are like little building blocks that build our entire body. They're kind of like baggies with things in them. That's the easiest way to think about them. Now, what exactly does DNA do? Well, it's kind of like the recipe of life. Every living thing has a different code of DNA, and it makes me who I am, animals the way they are, plants the way they are. So it's unique to all living things. Today, we're going to be taking a look at how you can extract DNA out of fruits at home, okay? So you really don't need that many materials. You'll need a plastic bag, ideally one that will zip closed. I'm using strawberries today. Really cold rubbing alcohol. I put it in the freezer for at least an hour before this. Some water, it can be tap water or bottled water. Some salt, and some dish soap. Okay, you may think those are kind of weird ingredients, but just wait, we'll explain that more. The last thing you're gonna need is something to protect your eyes. Since we are using rubbing alcohol, soap, and salt, those don't feel good to get in our eyes. So be sure to use sunglasses or some type of eye protection. All right, let's get started. First things first, be sure that your bag is open. You're gonna drop in a strawberry. Ooh, they're slippery. There we go. A little dash of salt. A little squirt of dish soap. And finally, some water. This is about 20 milliliters of water. If you don't have something that measures milliliters, that's about 2 tablespoons. Okay, now for the fun part. Be sure your bag is zipped closed, and now you get to squish your strawberry into lots of little pieces. I want you to make sure that all of those big pieces are tiny pieces. Don't smush too hard, don't pop your bag. All right, but what I'm looking for is something that looks a little bit like a watery fruit smoothie, okay? That looks pretty good. Now I'm gonna add my last ingredient. You might need someone to help you hold the bag open. I'll gently pour in my rubbing alcohol. That looks good. Just in case, I'm gonna go ahead and zip my bag closed. And let's take a look at what's happening. I see a lot right now. You notice that rubbing alcohol is actually sitting on top of the strawberry layer. It's less dense than the strawberries, so that's why it's floating on top. Do you see all of that stuff that looks like snot or cobwebs? That's the strawberry DNA. Now, some of you may be saying, Dawn, I think I've seen pictures of DNA and it looks like curlicues or telephone cords. And you're right, it normally does. But that's on a very, very small scale, and we can't see that with our eyes. Our eyes just sees large clumps and it looks like snot. Kind of a little bit gross, right? Now you may be asking, okay, I kind of understand what's going on, but what about the salt? The salt helps our DNA clump together, so we get kind of that snot that we get. And the dish soap, well, think about why you use dish soap. It's really good at getting fats and proteins like grease off of your dishes. So if we think about cells, they're primarily made of fats and proteins. So that dish soap helps to pop them open so we can get inside and get all that DNA out. It's that simple. Now, if you want to make this an experiment, I encourage you to try different types of fruits. Kiwis, maybe bananas, maybe some vegetables too. Try it out, see if you get the same types of results as easy as the strawberries. You've got an instant experiment. If you like the activity we did today, make sure to like this page and subscribe. Then you can come back and see us as often as you like. We appreciate you watching today. Thanks so much, and have fun with science.